What's up, folks? I'm Mark. That's Adam. In this video, we're going to be talking about this shirt. At the end of the video, we're going to be rating it on a scale of 1 to 10.
It's an easy 10 for me.
Look at his jeans. Look at those muscles. If that guy walked up to my table and he grabbed my girlfriend and kissed her, I would shake his hand.
What else could you do? It's a real man. That's it.
Cry at his awesomeness.
Yeah. All right, we're doing a coaster spotlight. Another one. We do these all the time, but we're doing this one on a really fun ride called the Monster, which is located at Adventureland in Altoona, Iowa. We're going to give you the stats of the ride, history of the ride, our thoughts on the ride, and at the end of the video, we're going to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 using Coaster Boy.
That's right. All right, the Monster. Opened in 2016. It is a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster. It has a height of 133 feet with a beyond vertical drop of 101. Yep. Has a top speed of 65 miles per hour, which you do not feel at all during the ride. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Its length is 2,500 feet. It has 5 inversions as the super duper cool finish loop with 2 ends. Finish. Yeah. It has an emblem in, 2 dive loops, and a corkscrew that sends you into the brake ride.
Yep.
And how much did this bad boy cost?
I'm going to guess...
It cost me $2 at the Goodwill.
It's a hell of a deal. I'm going to guess the Monster costs a cool $9 million.
You're right in the money. Right in the money.
Right. Yeah. I'm getting good at guessing the cost of coasters.
You're right on the bacon. You brought home the bacon.
I did bring home the bacon.
I'm so sorry. So now, let's talk about... the Monster.
Ooh, scary.
Before going in, expectations were high. I've heard people, especially in the good old US of A.
Yeah.
Maybe not over in Europe because there's Smilers, a lot of really fantastic Gerstlauers over there. But in America, a lot of people think Monster's one of the best, if not the best Gerstlauer.
Yeah.
So we went in, high expectations. I would say they were met.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree. It's a really great coaster. It's a lot of fun. Easily the best coaster at Adventureland.
Yeah, that's for
Not
sure.
even close. I thought, the entire ride, it's really well paced. The layout is great. 5 inversions. I'm not usually a huge fan of inversions, especially a lot of inversions. But I feel like this coaster, with the speed that it goes and the way that the inversions are laid out and spaced out, it's like a perfect mix for someone like me who's not crazy about inversions.
Well, here's my favorite thing about this coaster.
Yeah.
So, obviously the drop. Anytime you get a beyond vertical drop or any vertical drop like that, you're going to get some really good airtime going down. But besides the obvious drop, my favorite part about this coaster is how much it takes its time.
Yeah.
Every element, you are crawling through them.
Yeah. There's a good amount of hang time.
Oh, a ton. The whole coaster's hang time. Literally every element, you are just kind of creeping over.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was purposely done. It makes it feel so much more unique because of that. Because if you're just flying through all these inversions, it's not as good of a coaster to me. I think it was genius to do that. It's really like the Monster. It's really the stall coaster. I mean, because everything's a stall.
Yeah. I think that's probably, you said it exactly right. That's probably why I like it so much, is because the way the speed carries you through the inversions is really gracefully. And I mean, it makes you appreciate the inversions that much more because you're not just whipping through them,
No.
And I think that's going to help this coaster age really well.
It's already smooth as butter.
Oh, yeah. And it's, opened in 2016, so it's 5 or 6 years old.
Yep.
So it's still relatively new, but I think it's going to age really well.
Yep. It's a beautiful looking coaster.
Yeah.
It sits almost right in the middle of the park.
It's like a coaster island.
It really is. And you can walk around the entire thing.
Yeah.
As you can see from the footage we got, you can kind of get it from every angle. It looks really good. I love the green. The green's really sharp. It really pops.
It's very photogenic.
Yeah, the trains look great with the little monster
in the front. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah. One negative I will say about though, I'm not a huge fan of the restraints. They do really as the ride goes on, even if you get pretty loose in it, once you kind of hit the bottom where the positive forces hit you, that thing just wham slams on you.
Yeah.
So luckily though, there is 0 airtime on this thing. You're not getting any airtime except the drop. So that's good. If you're gonna have those kind of restraints that don't like lock in, they kind of really crush your legs. I know every time I pulled in the station, like they were on my legs.
Yeah. Sure.
So just going in, know that it's one of those kinds of thigh crushers.
Yeah. I didn't find it too bad though. I mean, it did get a little bit tight after the first drop, but I didn't. I hardly noticed. I guess for me personally. Yeah. Yeah, and you don't hear a lot about this coaster because I don't think a lot of people go to Adventureland. Yeah, but I think it's really worth checking out the park, especially to get there to ride Monster.
Yep.
I know we didn't get to see it in person, but it has a really cool nighttime light package on the coaster, where they have like chaser lights that kind of follow the train around the course, and the whole like track section changes colors and stuff. If
you've never seen it or heard about it, seek it out on YouTube. You can find it. It's incredibly impressive. We would have stayed to see it, but we had to hike it up to Minneapolis to catch Valley Fair for the next morning. But really impressive. Mm-hmm. There's lots to love about it. Yeah. It feels very unique, again, because I just feel like all those slow crawl hang time moments in every inversion on this thing really make it feel unique.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Gerstlauer, tip of the hat.
Well done. So I'm going to give it a score of, I'm going to go with 8. Yes, 8 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I was debating between 8 and 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to stick with 8.
Okay.
I love the ride. It doesn't like blow my mind or anything, but it's a really solid ride. I think it would be one of the best rides at most parks in the country. Top 2 best rides at most parks in the country. So, great coaster. Definitely worth riding.
Yeah. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to, I really like to me the sort of the pace of the ride really add a whole point to me, because like the track itself and the layout itself, it's at least 7.5. It's really cool. Mm-hmm. We didn't mention it, but they built it with the sky ride. I'm not sure what they call it, but it goes right through the ride.
The chairlift. Yeah,
the chairlift. They actually they built it around it, so they did a lot of really interesting things.
Yeah, that does make it a bit more unique.
To make it fit.
Yeah.
The ride is just very unique. So to me, it gets an 8.5. The drop's great. The stall moments are excellent. Just the way it looks, the way it's fit. I just think it's really clever. I think Gerstlauer did a great job.
They did. Fun fact. Me and Helldiver were riding the ski lift chairlift ride, while Mark and Fishnuts were riding Monster. And the timing was perfect. Me and Helldiver were going past the drop as Mark and Mulchnuts were dropping down.
Yeah, there's a picture right here.
Yeah.
As you can see.
The time, how can you time that any better than that? Anyways.
That's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10.
So 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
If you're even near Iowa, or you want to package it with Valley Fair, or figure it out, St. Louis, Monster's really, really cool. Yeah. And I would absolutely advise stay for nighttime. I wish we did. We're going to get back and ride at night, because I think if I rode at night, it might be a 9.5 out of 10.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
So
I'm sure it's better at night.
Monster, excellent coaster. It's probably my favorite Gerstlauer. It probably passed Mystery Mine to me. Really good.
Yep. All right. So you can find us at Twitter and Instagram at The Chainlift. You can go to thechainlift.com to find some sweet shirts that we designed. Not this sweet, but pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
You can subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you've been on Monster. Let us know what you think about it.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. See you later.
Yep.
From this angle, you look just like Dizzy Gillespie. Pow, pow. Salt peanuts.
Good video. What is up?